Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another introduction slash review for you, and this is the House of Bentley. And House of Bentley, they don't need introduction. They are one of the very good perfume houses that make very good perfumes for very affordable prices, very reasonable prices, and most majority of their fragrances so far they've been hit, especially for a price. And in this one, in this review, I'm going to talk about the fourth from this line, which is the Momentum line. It's called Bentley Momentum. There is Bentley Momentum, Momentum Intense, Momentum Unlimited, and this is Momentum Unbreakable. And this one came out, I think 2021 or 2020, one of them. There are two good perfumes working on this, and you can tell the second you smell it, you smell a good mix, you smell good perfumery, and you smell construction. That means the perfume construction in here is very well done. These two perfumers are not superstar, but they are quite well known in the fragrance community. One of them is Anne Oyo and the other one is Frederic Pellegrin. So these two perfumers work on this, and they done a very good job of this beautiful fragrance. This is, although it's not super challenging, but this is not for everybody, and I'm going to say the reason for it in a minute. It leans a hint of artistic, hint of unusual, but not too much. Overall it's quite modern, it's modernized, and it is quite on the mass appealing side, but it's got like a, let's say, a DNA in here that could be a hint of challenging for some people. Majority of people, I think they will enjoy this, but there might be some people out there that they think this is a bit unusual for them, this is a bit edgy, this is a bit artistic. So you have to like your little bit of edgy, artistic and unusual side of fragrances. Not too much. It's not a huge challenge or huge personality in here that very few people can wear it. But this has to be said because it's not blind buy safe. Okay. In terms of price availability, this is available everywhere. If you Google it, it comes up. See how much it goes for in your area. I paid around £30 or so for it. For that price, this is a bargain, because not only the perfume is very good quality in here, the ingredients is very good quality. It smells natural to my nose, which is crazy for this price point. There are three fragrances which this one reminds me of. Again, it's not a one-to-one, it's not 100%, it's not inspired, but it just gives you the mental picture, the right direction, the approximation of the smell to know how it smells. First is Le Labo 33 Santal, and that is, I would say, this one quite close to it. The second one is Narciso Rodriguez, for him EDT, the original. Again, to some extent, it's not 100% copy of it, but to some extent reminds me of that one, especially that earthy, concrete feel to this fragrance. The third one is Dior Fahrenheit. Again, it's not a copy of it, it's not 100%, but it reminds me of that one because of the violet leaf in here, giving a hint of petroleum. Not too much, just a hint, okay? So it reminds me of these fragrances to some extent, but again, it's not a one-to-one, it's not 100%, it's not inspired by any of them, but just to put you in your right direction. So those three are on their own, they are quite unique, they are quite challenging, a hint of challenging in them. They are quite classical, they're quite classy. So if you like those three, you definitely will like this. If you don't like those three, you probably won't like this. So in terms of performance, is very good. On my skin, easily go over 6 hours. On t-shirt, easily over 8 hours. So it's a very good performer. It's eau de parfum, and it behaves like eau de parfum. In terms of projection, I get an arm length of projection for around 2 hours or so, and after that slowly subside. But it has a good bubble, good bubble and a cloud and a trail behind. I usually don't go more than 10 because it's quite dense and thick. If you go more than 10, definitely people from the other side of the road will smell you. It's very strong. It's got a very strong presence to it. Although in terms of projection, is not a monster, but you can feel it around you all the time. So it is quite relentless in that way. In terms of season, this is all year round. You can use it in winter and summer, no problem. The only thing is you have to control the trigger. In summer, less sprays. In winter, more spray. It's got a freshness to it. You can use it in summer. You got a depth to it. You can use it in winter as well. And in terms of gender, this is definitely masculine, because those three fragrances I mentioned are quite masculine, but it's done in a way that it is a little bit on the metrosexual side. So it is on the bang in the middle unisex side of things as well. So if you're a lady and you like this kind of fragrances, it doesn't mean anything. You can easily wear it. If you like a perfume, smell, fragrance, wear it. If you don't like it, don't wear it. As simple as that. Forget the marketing. So in terms of occasion, this is another Swiss Army knife. You can dress it up, dress it down, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual, formal, informal, anything you want. For that, is smells like a signature scent. For it's that good. In terms of age, I would say 25 and up, to be on the safe side, 25 years and older. Because of that, those DNA of those three fragrances, as I said, there are some common DNA with this one from those three fragrances. So that makes it a little on the mature side. Let me read you the ingredients. I will take it from there. On top, we have violet leaf, mandarin orange, and lavender. In the mid, we have immortelle, iris, and geranium. And in the base, we have vetiver, papyruses, and patchouli. Everything in here I get distinctly, which is sign of a good perfumery and good ingredients in here. It opens up with that mandarin orange. The mandarin orange is quite big in the beginning, but it doesn't last that long, maybe about half an hour or so. The violet leaf is one of those ones that it stays almost always there and is one of the biggest players. So you need to like your violet leaf. And the violet leaf in here is earthy, it's green, is a little bit muddy feel to it, and also a little bit of that petroleum, little bit of that concrete feel to it as well. So the violet leaf is by far the biggest player, plus the patchouli in here, the patchouli and lavender after that. So the patchouli and the violet together, giving it earthiness, they're giving it a little bit of that green, grassy, rooty, as I said, a little bit of petroleum, little bit of concrete feel to it as well. The picture, or the effect in front of this fragrance, as you can see, by the way, the presentation is excellent. Very heavy bottle, super heavy bottle, and it looks gorgeous, and it looks very high end. It looks like 100 plus fragrance in terms of presentation. The cap is very heavy. It's a combination of metal and plastic, and the atomizer is superbly good. Look at this, beautiful atomizer, very good quality. So overall, the quality is beautiful, is very well done, is attention to detail is there, and this concrete effect on the front is actually quite true to the fragrance, because as I said, it reminds me of that Narciso Rodriguez Eau de Toilette, the original, which had a little of that concrete earthy feel, and in here it's quite apparent, plus that hint of that petroleum from Dior Fahrenheit, and also Le Labo Santal 33, which had that green earthy and also that woody sweet feel. The sweetness in here is moderate, from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest. This is around 6 to 7, so it is nicely sweet, but is balanced with everything else. It's quite well done in here. Nothing shouts out in here, nothing goes out of place, nothing dominates, everything is working very well in the balance of things. So overall it's very, very balanced fragrance. The iris in here giving a hint of that softness in the mid, plus the geranium giving it that sort of minty green and also a floral feel. Overall this is a little bit on the floral side, but not too much. Again, everything works in balance very well in here. Immortal giving it a hint of that again fruitiness. The fruitiness in here, apart from the mandarin orange in the beginning, you will feel from time to time a little bit of fruity feel to it, which is coming from the Immortal, and also giving it a little bit of that hint of grassy, you know, haze like, plus little bit of tobacco feel to it as well, but leafy tobacco rather than pipe tobacco in here. Vetiver giving it another green aspect to it, and also another herbal aspect. Overall this is quite herbal, this is quite green, and it reminds me of you know, 70s and 80s fragrances for that green grassy herbal feel of it, but not too much. Overall this is quite modern, but it has a hint of classicness to it. The papyrus again giving it another aspect of greenness, a little bit of that earthiness. So overall you can tell where it's going. So if you like Le Labo Santal 33, if you like Dior Fahrenheit, and if you like Narciso Rodriguez Eau de Toilette, for him the original, the grey bottle, you definitely will like this, or most likely you will like this. If you don't like those three for some reason, probably you won't like this. As I said in the beginning, this is a little bit on the edgy side, a little bit on the unusual side, a little bit on the hint of challengingness in here, not too much. I would say a majority of the smell of this fragrance and the personality and the character is not overpowering, is not too much, is not challenging, but it has a hint of those things. It might be a little bit challenging for some noses, especially if you're not experienced, if you're a young person, and if you don't like the things I mentioned in the note breakdown, or those three fragrances which are quite similar to this, but again they're not 100%, they're not copycat, they're not you know, inspired by those three. Overall it's got its own character, its own DNA, and its own it's quite unique overall, because although there are aspects of it that you can pick up that you say, okay, it reminds me of this fragrance, that fragrance, but altogether it's in unison, it's quite unique. And for that I absolutely adore it. I give it 10 out of 10. Beautiful fragrance, smells natural, smells great, smells quite artistic, smells very masculine, although if you're a lady you can easily wear this. And the ratio for what I pay and what I get is fantastic. Imagine those three fragrances, Santal 33 by Le Labo, it's around £250. Dior Fahrenheit is being reformulated to death, and these days if you you know, if you buy one you get around I think around £80–90, but it doesn't perform, and it's nothing's the character of the fragrance is completely ruined. And also the Narciso Rodriguez Eau de Toilette, the grey bottle, is being discontinued, and you can't find it, and even if you can find it, is fetching a huge money. So this is a very good alternative to those three if you like a fragrance that is well put together, good perfumery, good ingredients, very, very affordable, very accessible, very reasonable priced, and but there is no compromise in terms of perfumery, in terms of smell, in terms of perfumery, in terms of presentation. Everything is top-notch perfume. For that I highly recommend it. I give it 10 out of 10, at least for me, for my taste, for my age, for my experience. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems, and this one is definitely a hidden gem. If you want to purchase one of my own perfume and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I leave them in the link, but you need to live in the United Kingdom in order to do so, the lucky ones in the United Kingdom. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So there are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in United Kingdom. They are out of this world, super artistic, ultra beast mode, 100% natural, amazing value for money. They are very unique, very artistic, very mysterious perfumes. There are 20 of them in my lineup, and they're all different from each other and also different from whatever you find in the market. They're super unique, and the quality of the ingredients, the first thing it hits you is the superbly high quality ingredients in there, especially for the price you're paying. Okay guys, if you want to buy me a coffee, you could do that in the link as well. I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.